They were one of Hollywood's most legendary and fiercely private couples, a seemingly perfect story of two souls who found each other against all odds. But decades after a shocking and mysterious tragedy, the captivating actress Stefanie Powers is finally ready to reveal the darkest secrets of her love affair with the screen legend William Holden, a devastating truth the public never truly grasped. This isn't a simple tale of Hollywood glamour and romance. This is an epic story of a love that was forged in pain, sealed in tragedy, and a legacy that continues to live on in the wild, untamed landscapes they fought to protect. Born on November 2nd, 1942 in Hollywood, California, under the name Stefania Zofia Paul, Stefanie Powers was, in many ways, destined for the spotlight. Growing up in the very heart of the entertainment industry during its golden age, she was exposed to a world of movie magic, theatrical wonder, and the undeniable glamour of Los Angeles. Her Polish and Hungarian heritage, combined with the vibrant cultural richness of Southern California, instilled in her a unique perspective and a fierce determination to pursue a career in the arts. From her teenage years, she exuded a remarkable poise, a captivating charisma, and an undeniable screen presence that hinted at the star she was destined to become. Her journey began with small roles in film and television during the late 1950s and early 1960s, a transitional period when the classic studio system was evolving into a more experimental, modern age of filmmaking. It wasn't long before her talent was recognized. She signed a contract with 20th Century Fox, a pivotal step that allowed her to hone her craft and participate in a range of productions that served as her training ground. She appeared in films like Experiment in Terror, 1962, and the Western epic McClintock, 1963, where she had the opportunity to work alongside industry giants like the legendary John Wayne and the iconic Maureen O'Hara. These early opportunities not only showcased her versatility, but also established her as a capable actress who could hold her own with some of the most established stars of the era. The public saw her as a rising star, a new face with a classic Hollywood charm, and she quickly became a fan favorite. Despite her early film credits, it was on the small screen that she would truly solidify her reputation and become a household name. Powers captivated millions of viewers with her roles in various popular series of the 1960s and 1970s. She became an instant sensation with her portrayal of April Dancer, a stylish and sharp-witted spy in the series The Girl from UNCLE. This role, in particular, demonstrated her ability to balance drama, action, and humor with effortless grace, a talent that would become a hallmark of her career. But her most iconic and unforgettable role came in 1979 with the smash hit television series Heart to Heart. She starred opposite the charismatic Robert Wagner as Jennifer Hart, the sophisticated and adventurous half of a wealthy detective duo. The on-screen chemistry between her and Wagner was undeniable, and together they became one of television's most beloved and enduring couples. The show ran for 5 successful seasons and spawned several reunion movies, cementing Powers' place in the pantheon of pop culture history. The public saw her as the personification of glamour, a carefree and confident star living a life of absolute luxury. The show's premise, a couple solving mysteries while jet-setting across the globe, created an image of a flawless fairy tale existence. But behind the scenes, a secret and far more complicated story was already unfolding, a romance so intense and personal that it was kept largely out of the public eye. The love story began not on a Hollywood soundstage, but with a chance, fateful meeting that would alter the course of her life forever. Stefanie was still navigating a period of transformation, picking up the pieces from her divorce from actor Gary Lockwood when she was introduced to William Holden. He was a cinematic titan, a man whose fame was almost mythic. His career spanned decades, and his performances in films like Sunset Boulevard and the Oscar-winning Stalag 17 had already cemented his legacy as one of the greatest actors of his generation. But for Stefanie, he was more than a movie star. He was a kindred spirit, a man who shared her deep and abiding love for a world far beyond the movie sets, a world of wide-open spaces, untamed wildlife, and quiet, meaningful moments far from the public's prying eyes. Their connection was instant, a bond so profound it transcended their age difference and their separate lives. It was an immediate soul connection that formed in the quiet corners of their lives. But beneath the surface of their seemingly perfect Hollywood romance, there was a profound and unspoken darkness. William Holden had been battling his own inner demons for years, a personal struggle with alcohol that was a poorly kept secret in Hollywood circles. For Stefanie, this wasn't just a relationship, it was an act of profound dedication and compassion. She wasn't simply in love with a movie star, she was a caretaker for a troubled soul, a man she desperately wanted to help and save. While the public saw a flawless couple, they were a private island in the midst of a storm, a partnership built on trust, compassion, and a shared understanding of the pain that often lay hidden beneath the surface of fame and glamour. Their love was powerful, but it was also fragile, held together by a force that no one else could truly comprehend. Stefanie often spoke of him not just as a partner, but as a mentor, an inspiration who encouraged her to pursue her passions beyond acting, particularly her lifelong interest in wildlife conservation. And then, in 1981, the unthinkable happened. The world was stunned when William Holden was found lifeless in his home. The official cause of death was ruled an accident, a fall that ended his life in a moment of shocking and sudden tragedy. But the circumstances surrounding his passing left a mountain of unanswered questions, a cloud of mystery that has hung over his legacy for decades. For Stefanie, his sudden, heartbreaking death was more than a personal loss. It was the abrupt end of a love affair that had come to define her entire existence. She was left to navigate the public spectacle of his final moments while privately mourning the man who was her soulmate, the one person who truly understood her. The weight of this loss was immeasurable, a pain so deep it could have broken anyone. But Stefanie Powers refused to be broken. Instead, she chose to do something truly remarkable, something that no one expected. She took their shared passion for wildlife and turned it into her life's work. In a powerful, enduring tribute to the man she loved, she founded the William Holden Wildlife Foundation the very next year. The organization, which she dedicated herself to for decades, was a lasting testament to a love that was too big for a single lifetime. It was a way of keeping his spirit alive, of transforming his troubled past into a future of hope, conservation, and education. It was an act of profound devotion, a way of channeling her immeasurable grief into a powerful, living legacy. Under her leadership, the foundation sought to support wildlife projects worldwide, ensuring the conservation of endangered species and protecting natural habitats. She also became a director at the Mount Kenya Game Ranch and Wildlife Conservancy, where she oversaw efforts to preserve wildlife and support animal welfare. Her advocacy extended far beyond Africa, as she developed strong ties with various zoos in the United States, lending her time, expertise, and public profile to bolster conservation initiatives. In the years since, Stefanie has found her voice and her true story. She recently opened up with a rare and moving candor, speaking with a rare vulnerability and honesty about the profound impact Holden had on her. In her memoir, she describes their connection as something eternal, a bond that words can barely capture. "He was my soulmate in every way," she said, her voice tinged with nostalgia. "It wasn't just a romance. It was a connection that felt eternal." She spoke of how he taught her patience, courage, and how to embrace life fully, even when it was unpredictable. Their love was a grounding force during a turbulent period in her career, a profound sense of stability amidst the chaos of the entertainment industry. She now speaks with the wisdom and grace of someone who has truly experienced a once-in-a-lifetime connection. She admits that she never regretted a single moment with him. "He was my heart, my guide, and my soulmate," she said. "And even now, I feel his presence in the work I do, the choices I make, and the love I continue to carry for the world." Stefanie Powers' life is a powerful, inspiring story that has been hidden in plain sight. It's a narrative that reveals her not just as a famous actress, but as a woman of incredible resilience and an unbreakable spirit. From the glamour of Hollywood to the deep purpose of her conservation work, her journey is a testament to love's power to endure, even in the face of the darkest tragedies. Her story with William Holden reminds us that some connections aren't just fleeting romances. They are eternal, living on in the memories we cherish, the actions we take, and the quiet spaces of our hearts. It's a love story that transcended fame, loss, and the limits of a single lifetime, proving that a true connection can create a legacy that impacts the world for generations to come.